My name is Dr. Katrin Meidell, and I am the Viola professor at the Schwab School of Music at Columbus State University in Columbus, Georgia. This tutorial is on the 2024 GMEA All-State Etude for Middle School. Unlike in previous years where I've gone through the entire etude and given you hints throughout the whole thing, I'm only going to give you a couple, and then I'm going to perform the etude. But what I am doing differently this year is at Viola Day, which is on October 12th, I am hosting a workshop on the etude. So if you want to come down and learn all the secrets, that's what you want to do. So you can register in the link below. And here we go. So this is the Allegro Moderato number 10, and they give us a tempo marking of quarter note equals 92. So there are a couple of very obvious techniques that this etude is working on. One of them is shifting into third position over an open string. So a lot of the time when we shift, we're going from finger to finger, so you can hear where you're going. This etude, however, has us shifting across an open string, so like in the beginning, which means we're going from the open D into third position. So the first thing that needs to happen is you need to know where third position is. That sounds kind of obvious, but it's not like just a conceptual thing, it's actually a physical thing. So third position physically feels different in your arm than first position. So the first thing I would do is, if you're uncomfortable finding third position, or if you don't know exactly where it is, first find it the standard way. Okay, so that's where my first finger plays what in first position would be my third finger, hence third position. So I'm just going to sit here, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be focusing on the feeling of the angle of my arm. So my elbow is in a slightly different location. My forearm is in a more forward location to my upper arm than when I'm in first position. So you can actually see the angle changing there, right? So the first thing that I need to do is really make sure that that angle is comfortable and that I can recreate this angle every single time. The other thing is, you will notice if I turn around that when I do go into third position, you'll see that my thumb is going with me. If my thumb stays behind, I can maybe play the right note, maybe, but I won't be able to play any of the other notes without doing all kinds of weird things to my hand. So it's super important that your thumb stays loose and slides with the hand as we shift. So whether I'm going up or down in position, the thumb always goes with the hand. So that's really crucial. So what you could do is you could take the hand off the fingerboard and then place it in third position and then add the bow. Hey, I got it. Cool. So that's because I've spent a lot of time in third position and my body is very confident in knowing what this third position arm shape is. And that means that if I can't hear where I'm going, I still find it because I know where I'm going. So that's the first step, is getting really comfortable with third position. Another major concept in this etude is the really big string crossings. Look at measure 18 going into measure 19. So if I start in 17, and now I'm going over to the C string. So getting from kind of requires a little bit of acrobatics in a way, and there's a couple of things that need to happen. Mostly this involves the right hand, but the left hand is actually involved as well. So talking about the right hand, when I'm on the A string here, my elbow level is in a different place than when I'm on the C string. So you can see how my elbow is lower and and then it's higher to be on the C string. So I actually need to move my elbow. And I'm gonna, for this etude, I'm going to actually let my bow come out of the string just a little bit at the very, very end. And notice also that as I'm traveling up the bow, I'm trying to bring the bow, like the frog, into the center of my hand. So I'm actually creating this kind of a upward motion with my fingers, so that when I then go to the down bow, my fingers are very much in control of the frog. Because otherwise what can happen is and then the bow's gonna kind of flap because we don't have control of the frog. So you want to have control of the frog, which means that the ring finger and the middle finger have sort of like suction cupped to the frog and are hugging it up into the palm. And notice how the shape of the pinky changes also. So I've got a nice rounded pinky shape. So I'll show you that again. So I'm here on my high note from the single. So there's a couple of things going on there. And then I mentioned that there's left side as well, and just like my elbow is moving on the right side, my elbow has to move on the left side. So when I'm on the A string, my elbow should be farther back in space than when I'm on the C string. So whether you're in first position, third position, we need to have elbow angles over here as well. So when I'm going through my high note, you saw at the very end of that, I start to move my elbow. Let me do that in context. So a lot's going on there. I'll do that from the single. So you see that motion that happens right there? And that way I'm ready to play it. I think that was the right notes, yeah. So, all right, and now I'm gonna perform it for you.